Welcome to the Whorrible Advice podcast, where terrible advice never sounded so good. Grab a drink, lower your standards, and let's make some bad decisions.
Hi, I'm Carol.
And I'm Bren.
Welcome to Whorrible Advice. And today we are talking about, are we bad mothers or are they just bad kids?
I love it. They're bad kids.
They're bad kids. So before we get into this, I want to talk about if you remember what it was like the first time you decided you were ready to get pregnant. Do you remember that moment?
I don't remember the exact moment. I just knew I was getting old. I was married for almost 5 years. People were looking at their watches. It was a little stressful. And I said, all
Yeah,
right. I guess I kind of just threw it at the wall and said, let's go. But
there you
yeah, it
go.
was definitely different.
Yeah, I remember the first time that we had sex and we knew we were trying to have a baby, like how scared I was. Like, oh my God, here we go. We're going to let it fly. Hopefully they swim. And my mother's going to know I have sex.
Yeah, like she didn't know beforehand, but whatever. I know.
I
It's
know, like
crazy,
she didn't know I
but
was
it
already
does.
a hooker.
It makes a total difference when you're having sex for a baby and when you're just having fun,
Absolutely. Yeah.
you
There was
know?
almost like a little bit of stress on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean,
So,
our whole life, Carol, all we did was try not to get pregnant. So,
right?
like, to get it in your head, this is okay, takes a
It's
while.
wild. It is trippy.
It's
It
that
took
Catholic
me
guilt.
Yeah, without the guilt. It took me 15 months to get my first baby. How fast did you get pregnant?
I think it was within a few months. So
Oh,
I
you were a lucky
yeah,
duck.
it was
Yeah.
definitely within a few months.
Yeah, it took me a while, but in any event, so you have these kids, you're raising these kids, there's no book, they come with no manual, you have no idea what you're doing. Each kid is different, so what works for one doesn't work for the other,
Right,
right?
right, exactly.
So you find out later in life all the things that you did wrong because they're the first ones to tell you how you fucked them up, right?
Yeah, it's all our fault. It's always the
It's
mother's
always our
fault.
fault. I remember I got to one point in mothering where I said, you know what? Here's $5, put it in the therapy jar. It's all going to be my fault at the end. Who gives a
All
fuck?
right, that's what you go to, and of course they want you to pay for their therapy. It's like I'm not sending you to somebody that's going to tell you it's my fault and I fucked up.
Right? I
You know,
have
I
to vet
can't do
these
that.
therapists.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
absolutely. I know. Um,
So anyway, tell me if you can remember, what is the worst mothering story you have that could
I,
possibly have made you a bad mom?
okay, well, I'm not going to tell you the worst. I honestly can't go that far, but I'll give you one of the worst. How about that? That can be repeated. And there's so many that I could think of, but this one was Jack was about, he was young. He was about 6 weeks old, but I had to get back to work. So I was just frenzied and stressed and trying to find a suit that fit me because I'm fat and blah, blah, blah. And we had this great babysitter down the street. And I was getting him ready and he's in the car seat. And okay, I got everything. And I pull out of my driveway and I'm looking because I don't know how to use my rear view mirror and pulling out. And then I go forward, and there's Jack in his car seat on the hood of my car. Thank God that shit didn't fall off. Right? The
Oh
only
my
reason it didn't
God.
is because I had a little incline, so it was nudged up against the window.
That's
I
a
know.
bad mom.
That's a bad
I gotta
mom.
tell you, that's a bad mom. Or an overworked mom, a tired mom,
I was
whatever.
exhausted. I didn't know if I was coming or going, but come to find out, I was a better mom for the first one than the second one. I didn't even know that. I was so harsh on myself the first time. The second one, Carol, if my
You're like,
mother
the
didn't help
fuck?
me, I would never
Yeah.
bathe that baby. I would never have fed that baby. I was a wreck. 5-year differential killed
Uh-huh.
me. I just felt exhausted.
You
Please,
know,
mom.
it's so funny with the first one, you get the clothes or whatever at the shower, you
Yeah.
wash them all in Dreft, right? No,
Yeah.
no, not no allergenic stuff. You wash them, they're hanging in the closet, everything is just so, and then when you have the next one, it's like, boys can wear pink pajamas, right?
Yeah, who cares?
And then by the third one, you're like, did I feed the baby today?
See, I only had 2, so I stopped at 2 because I knew that last one was the end of it. That was it. 2
Yeah,
boys,
and
I'm happy, let's move on. It was like it was a
yeah,
lot, but
I
so there's
agree.
a lot of those stories. So tell me your bad mom stories. I thought you were the perfect mom.
No, far from it. Ask my kids, they'll tell you. They'll
That's
tell you how terrible I was.
maybe we'll have
I
them on.
was first of all, I was that mom that left my kids everywhere. I forgot to pick them up. I forgot where they were in the store. I was constantly losing them. I mean,
Well, you had too many.
I had too many. I think they were too close, and I was just so scatterbrained and overworked. Maybe I've
Yeah.
had menopause brain my whole life and didn't really realize it.
See? I know.
Yeah.
And
My
and
kid
that
had to have a cell phone at 8 years old because I always forgot to pick her up. How do you forget to pick up an 8-year-old?
well, how about this? I just thought of one. I dropped Jack at school, dropped him off, and he goes. There was no school that day.
See?
I know. Guess what? Thank God there was like the man that sweeps the hallways.
Do you
I
know how many
know.
times I sent my kids to school with banged up hair because I didn't know it was picture day?
Oh my God. Did you buy your kids' photos? I only bought Jack's for like 5 years. Second one, I have no school photos.
Because they were so bad, right?
I'm like, I'm not paying $37 for that. I didn't even dress you right that day.
You didn't even match. I think that's a pajama top.
Yeah. All right. We were
Oh my
terrible.
God. No Mother of the Year awards happening for either one of us.
No, no. I always say every time I do something fucked up to them, I go, well, maybe next year I'll win. This year worked out. Try again next year. I'm very positive that one of these years someone's going to give me an award.
Right? You know how many times I've said to my kids, well, you can do it better with your kids.
Oh my God, Carol, and think about it. How harsh were we on ourselves? If I could go back, because I had Jack at 30. I
Okay.
thought I was stressed. Thought I was tired. I was fat. Looking now, I want to throw punch that girl. She had her shit together compared
Right?
to now.
It was
You want to talk
tiny.
about tired and stressed? It's a totally different ballgame. I know. It was so
Yeah.
harsh.
See, you had your first when I had my last.
Yep.
Yeah. So
That's
I was in the game a
so
little
you were a
longer.
young mother. I was an
I was a young
aged
mother.
mother.
Yeah. I had my first at 27. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was old, 30 and 35.
So I'd like to say that maybe when you become a mother later in life, you're a little better at it. But I never left my kid on the hood of the car. So I guess that doesn't really matter. It doesn't factor in.
Yeah, I know. I really thought like my fantasy was I was gonna have this because I watched The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. I thought I was gonna have like a living nanny in my mansion. That's not how it worked out.
How'd that work out for
Literally,
you?
it didn't work out. I
Yeah.
needed what's her name? Um, yeah. So it was a totally different idea. But remember that book, What to Expect When You're Expecting?
Yes.
I had that thing cover to cover and over and over. I was ready.
Yeah, you were
No,
ready to be a mom, but where's the second volume where they tell you what the fuck to do when the kid arrives?
I know. Another book. There you go. Somebody's
That's
got to
another
tell
toilet book for you.
another toilet book. Yeah, we got a lot of them going.
Yeah. So I think my worst mom story, I don't know, there's probably a lot, but was when my youngest was not wanting to brush her teeth,
Okay.
and you just know the dentist is going to come into play if your kid
Yeah.
doesn't brush their teeth. And,
Yeah.
and I don't feel like spending money on their teeth. So, so I'm trying to get her to brush her teeth. She wants nothing to do with this. So I take her to the sink and I actually brush her teeth. And she's like, it hurts. And I'm brushing her teeth, and then I'm like, spit. And she's like, and I'm like,
Oh,
spit. And she's like,
uh,
so I take her head and I force it into the sink. I know. Don't give me that look. I know I'm not the mother of the year.
wow. Okay. What did you do after drowning her? What
I
happened?
I take her head and I force it into the sink. But I forgot that we had one of those faucets that came up and wrapped around like a gooseneck. And I hit her 2 front teeth on the faucet.
I knocked them out.
And I didn't knock them out, but within 2 months, they turned black.
Oh my God.
So my 2-year-old kid had black teeth. for 3 years until they fell out.
You are terrible. You couldn't get her veneers?
I had 2. No, the poor thing, she had these black gray teeth.
Oh my god, I gotta
I
look back on
know.
photos.
It's
Yeah.
terrible. Every photo you see them, and I have to relive that.
Oh my god. She must throw that in your face all the time. That's pretty bad.
Well, I didn't tell her until much later when she would say to me, "Why are my teeth black?" I would say, "Remember the time you were playing with your cousin and you got hit in the face with the ball?"
You're
She never got
like,
hit in the face with the kick ball. I said, "It made your teeth get funny."
ah,
Yeah.
a liar. I
Yeah,
love it.
and this is probably why she has image issues today, because at 2 years old, she was walking around like a gangster with black teeth.
Oh. Ah, well, that's why she's feisty today.
Isn't that terrible?
Yes. Yeah,
And
it
and
really is.
then the other bad mom story, same daughter.
Oh
I
my
took her to
god.
I know, this poor kid. I took her to Mexico with 3 of her girlfriends for her 16th birthday
Okay,
because
that's cool,
she didn't
mom.
want the whole party, she just wanted to do something special with their friends. So we took her to Mexico on a cruise. And the mothers met with me before we went. I kind of knew them, but you're sending your kid off for 7 days with
Yeah.
these people. And the one thing they said to me was, "Please don't lose my daughter in a foreign country."
Okay,
I would
easy.
never do that. No problem. I will watch them like a hawk.
I got
Fast
that.
forward, Cozumel, Mexico. It's a shopping day. There's a whole strip of stores. We probably get 3 stores in, and I lose the girls. There are 4 16-year-old girls in Mexico, never been on a cruise, scared
Oh,
to death that they're in a foreign country, and I am nowhere to be found. So we just keep walking thinking, "Oh, we'll run into them."
oh
Well,
my
shortly
god.
after we got through all the shopping, we saw a Margaritaville. So we go into Margaritaville, and what do you think fucking happens? We
No.
are tossing them back. We get so drunk. Oh my God.
Oh my god,
We
this
come
is like one of those
stumbling out of
stories.
Margaritaville, and we see these 2 old people holding hands with our daughters. One has his arm around her, the mother's holding hands, and they're walking up the street. They're like white as ghosts. One of them, I think, was crying. And we come stumbling out of Margaritaville like, "Yo, what's up? How was your day?"
Carol, that's the one thing they asked you not to lose their daughters.
I
I thought you were
know.
gonna say, because if it was us, we'd be sitting in the bar at Margaritaville when our parents came in, trying to
Mhm.
get by with a margarita at 16. We were not well behaved. Well,
No,
that's
we
good.
were drunk off our asses
Oh my
and
god.
left them and didn't think twice about it. She still brings that up to this
Because
day.
back then, we weren't that worried. It was a different time,
Yeah,
like,
it was.
I mean, you can't leave the 16-year-old in Mexico right now. You're
No,
never
you
gonna see them
cannot. You'll
again.
never see them again.
No. That's it.
But to me, it was like, there's the big ship off in the distance. You have to
They
be there by
and they
4
are
o'clock.
16, come on.
Yeah, they knew that.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
okay. Alright, you're forgiven.
I'm forgiven. All right. So why don't we do a question?
Okay, do you want me I'll do one.
You go first.
Alright, I screenshotted it here, sorry. Okay, here we go. Dear CMB, there's been many times in my child's life where I knew they were making a mistake. I could see exactly how the situation was gonna work out. Should a mother tell her adult child when she thinks they're making a huge mistake, or do I let them learn the hard way? Even if the hard way is a very expensive mistake.
Ooh, okay.
Mm.
You want to handle that one?
Okay, well, I'll start. So, what should she do? I gotta tell. I mean, I've gotta give my opinion to the kid. I don't think I could let you just go out and flail. Like, I'll let you do it your way anyway, but I'm one of these, I feel better if I just say it out loud to them, even though it's not re they don't react the
Receptive.
right way. Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. But as long as I said it in my head, I feel better, and then they can go and make the mistake, and I'll try to shut my mouth and not say, "I told you so." I'm not an "I told you so." I'm really not, because nobody wants to hear
Right.
that. But I definitely it's gonna be expensive. No, that's why we're here, because we probably already made that mistake. I say, tell them in a very diplomatic way.
Okay, what if you tell them they don't listen and you're the one who has to bail them out financially?
Well, then you're getting an "I told you so." I mean, that's
Then
definitely
I am the "I told you so" mom.
then I am. Yeah. No, because I have okay, so I have 2 of my own and 3 stepkids, and they're all adults with husbands and children. So I
Right,
always start advice like this because it makes me feel better, and I don't think I look like such a know-it-all. I say, "Hey, I'm gonna give you my advice, take it or leave it, and I'm not saying this to be a know-it-all because I hate that. Because I have son-in-laws, they're grown-ass men, they don't need their mother-in-law telling them what to do, but I say it anyway, and I go, "I just don't want you to make the same mistakes that I made."
right.
And then I'll give them the advice, and they'll take it or they'll leave it. It just makes me feel better. So I always I always put my 2 cents in, I guess, but I
Yeah,
try to
I
say it in a
confrontational
non-imposing, like,
way.
these
Yeah,
people have their families, they don't you know what I mean? It's a different
yeah,
scenario because
I
mine are
agree.
all with partners.
Right, I
Like,
agree. I do the same thing. If I can see the situation's not gonna work to their advantage, it's gonna be a mistake, I gently put my 2
yeah,
cents in
yes,
and always say, "Before you pull the trigger on this, just let this conversation marinate a little bit and
yeah,
really, weigh all sides of it," because when it blows up in your face, if it blows up in your face, you're going to need somebody to help you. And I'm asking you to just think about the possibilities of what could go wrong before you jump in,
got
because
it.
I'm the one you're going to call to help you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
that's a
Well,
tough one.
I mean, do you bail them out?
Yeah. I mean, what do you do?
You
Yeah,
do.
it's your kid. I mean, I have this conversation with my son, who I spend a lot of time with because we work together. And I say things like, "You can't understand this because you're not a parent yet." And it
Yeah,
sounds condescending, but once
yeah,
you have that baby and you raise them and care for them all those years, and then they're gone and they're on their own, there
right.
is no switch to turn off mothering.
No, I know,
You are
right?
still their mother, and it is still ingrained in your DNA to make sure that your kid is safe.
I agree, I agree. Okay, so right now we have adult children. I don't I don't stay up at night worrying about them because I don't know what they're doing, but, like, when we go on family vacation, I'm still that mother that's like, "Oh my god, they're not in yet. It's 2 o'clock. We're in wherever we are."
Yeah.
Do you still sit up and worry?
No,
No?
not
Oh,
at all. Like,
okay,
no,
well
like, if we're on a family vacation, we're on a dinner, it's dinner at 6 o'clock and they don't show up, oh, well, I guess
okay,
they're
6
doing
o'clock, I'm
something else.
okay, but, like, 2 o'clock or something like that.
Nope, I don't
I'm
wanna know.
a warrior. It's
Nope,
just
going
in
to
my
bed.
Irish DNA. If you ever need somebody to help you worry, just call me. I'll wake up at 30 menopause time and start worrying about you.
Yeah,
Just
no, I think I'm like the other opposite of that. I'm going to bed, whatever you guys wanna do, don't call me if you need bail money.
yeah, okay, see, I'm the opposite. I got the bail bondsman in my phone, ready to go. Big Johnson bail bonds, shout out. Um, I'm that girl. They know because they have 3 mothers. Some of them have 3 mothers. They have
Yeah,
me. They have their real mother, this my stepchildren, and then they have their husband's mother. So they
right.
got 3 of us,
Right, right,
and we all handle things completely different.
right.
But
Yeah,
so the magic
exactly.
in me is like, I'll worry. They always say, Gima's the one that they're going to call to bail them out. I'm the
Right,
bailout girl, or rob a bank with you, or bury the body. The other
right,
ones are like for babysitting and good food and good advice. I'm bail money. So
right. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not I mean, they could always call. They know they can always call, but I'm definitely the one that most of them call to hear another opinion.
well, just FYI, you're the girl I'm calling for bail money if you want
I
me to
got you.
go, okay?
How did you say it that got so many hits? I got you.
I got you.
I got you.
Cool. Alright, so I guess I would tell him is the answer to her
Yeah,
question.
I think so. I do the same thing. All right, so let's get a question. I have one. There's been many oh, nope, not that one. Okay. My son's partner doesn't seem to like me. I believe in my heart that this is the woman he will marry. I'm at a loss for what to do. We genuinely don't get along. Should I try harder? Should I back off? Or should I become the annoying bitch that she already thinks I am? I have
Mm.
spoken to my son about this and my rocky relationship with his future wife, and he does not want to get involved. What should I do?
Okay.
Right. Yeah,
She doesn't think she
that's
likes.
a tough one. Because if you go too hard, you're going to lose your son,
Yeah.
because they always say a daughter's a daughter for the rest of her life, but a son is a son until he takes a wife.
What do you tell me all the time? It's so mean. I better be rich because sons don't take care of you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
the
to depend
poor
on my
boys,
daughter-in-law
you're
daughters.
gonna end up sitting in your own shit in a nursing home staring at a
Yeah.
brick wall,
She tells me
because
that
your
all the time. How rude is
daughter-in-laws
that?
are not
Too
taking
late for
care of
me to
you.
have a daughter. No, so I'm just gonna yeah, I always daggle a little carrot out because I think of that. I'm like, "Do you love me
Yeah,
enough to take care of me? Who's gonna
yeah.
change my diapers?" I was that's sad. All right, this is a really, really tough one. So, I love my son's partners, like, I want them to get married, but I'm sure there's been a few that hasn't liked me.
Oh,
You
you
gotta kiss
think? I
ass.
can't see that at all.
I don't either. I don't either. I think I'm just fully thoroughly enjoyable. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think you have to kiss ass because you love your son. Like, think about it, Carol. You only have one son, so you always have those 2 girls to go back on. I got a
Yeah,
one and done. I got one shot at this.
yeah,
So, I don't know. Just try to get along. There's gotta be something that you could like about her. But if she thinks you're a bitch, kill her with kindness. Mm,
yeah. I agree. I think my son is more important than anything, so if she's a bitch, I will try and find a way to get along with her,
yeah, because you wanna
you
see
know?
your grandkids. You
Yeah,
want yeah.
yeah,
Just suck it up. We're so old, we can get beyond that. Absolutely. Suck it
yeah,
up, buttercup. Do the right thing
absolutely,
for your son.
absolutely.
You
I
don't
think
have
so
to
too.
listen, do you love everybody that comes to your house for a party? No.
No.
So that's it. You can't love everybody. And guess what? What do I always say? Carol, people are gonna love us, people are gonna hate us.
Yeah,
And neither one of those bitches pay my bills.
exactly.
So
Yeah,
it's not that
yeah.
important.
I can do anything for a certain amount of time. So
Me
if I
too.
really was having a problem with a daughter-in-law, I would do what I had to do to get through the evening for my son.
Yep.
And also genuinely try to build this relationship because she's not going anywhere, God willing. They're going to be married forever. So you want to try and have something that's real and not fake. And she's going to be the mother of your grandchildren.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. But I have to say, I have stepchildren as well. And my oldest is my stepdaughter, and she is amazing. And she has a lot of reasons, for past experience to be on guard with me. And I just work hard with her, and she works hard with me too. And that's the other half of it. They have to want to
Yeah.
find a
Exactly.
way.
Right.
And I have a terrific relationship with her, and I adore her, and I adore both of them.
Well, you know how much I love my stepkids. I hate the word
Yeah.
step. They're mine.
I hate that. You know what
And
I like to
yeah,
use? Inheritance.
yeah,
Inherited children. I inherited 2 children.
yeah.
And the reason I like that word is because when you get an inheritance, it's
It's
usually
like
cash, makes you
bonus.
feel good. It's a
Yeah,
house. Yeah.
yeah,
So it's something that you're excited about. So
yeah.
for me to have these 2 inherited children, I
I'm
embrace
super
it.
blessed. Mine are friends. They're
Yeah.
my friends. They're
They're so
grown
great.
women. We're friends. We have fun together.
Absolutely. I
Yeah,
can talk to her for an hour on the phone.
yeah.
Just it's great. I
I
love it.
love it.
Okay,
All
anyway,
right.
next one, you got it.
Oh, oh, this is juicy, Cara. I didn't even read it. I didn't even say
Mhm.
who it's from. So this is from Sally in New Jersey. I'm a divorced woman with 2 children. Should I
Okay.
tell my children when they ask, oh God, this is good, what happened between me and their father, the truth? Or should I
Ooh.
save them the pain of knowing what really happened? He was
Ooh,
controlling, domineering, and he cheated. They're in their, this is important, early teens, and have been pushing me for answers. I don't know what to do.
yikes. Early teens. Um,
At 13, 14, like the worst years ever.
Yeah, I think that the relationship with the parent that's not living in the home full time needs to be preserved by the mother for her children's sake. And those are formative years, and it's very important that they maintain relationships with their father because their father will be in their life forever.
Yeah.
And my personal association with their father should not taint their relationship with their father.
Okay, so I fully agree. Like, because
Yeah,
I see so many divorced men that were alienated from their children. I have a lot of friends, and I think it's just ruined the children. So I
yeah,
would like to think that I would not badmouth the father, maybe when they're, because 13, 14, 15, 16, just really tough years. I don't
yes,
care if you're a girl or a boy, teenage years are tough, and it's a
they
tough
are.
relationship already. They already
Yes.
think you're stupid and blah, blah, blah. So I would leave that conversation alone for a way, way later date. I think that you can
Yeah.
be honest when they're adults,
Right.
but yeah, keep the father's gonna be in their life. I don't think that's necessary to talk about how awful it was. It didn't work out,
Right.
and that's it, but you were made out of love. I loved him when I had you,
Right.
and yeah, so I would leave it alone.
Yeah.
But
I
I
think
had a
once
really
they
good divorce, so
yeah. I think once they get into their late teens and they're starting college
I
and
think
they are
that's good.
really
Yeah,
on the road to adulthood, if they ask questions like that, you can be honest.
yeah,
But if you berate your ex and make them the bad guy in every
yeah,
story, what it really does is make them turn against you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't have a ton of experience, just these single divorced men that I work with, um, that just have gone through hell trying to get back in the graces of their children for no reason, really,
Yeah.
you know? No, do not alienate the children.
Yeah, so what you were saying before where 13, 14, that age is
Yeah.
the most terrible age. I have girls. I remember one time my daughter, I don't know what she said to me, but
Oh,
it was bad. And
obviously.
I tackled her to the ground
Physically.
and had my hands around her throat and I was like, "Ah!" And then
Right.
of course I backed off
Yeah.
and felt like shit. I took her to school, felt
Yeah.
like shit. An hour later, I was crying at home because of what I had done to my daughter. She deserved it, though. She deserved every ounce of that throat.
Girls are terrible. I was terrible to my mother. Terrible.
Yeah, she was terrible to me, and I don't know what
Boys are
kind of wound
easier.
it opened up, but I went
Yeah.
to school, pulled her out of class, and said, "Listen, mommy just wants to apologize. I'm really sorry what I did. You didn't deserve for me to react that way." And this is what she says to me after I have suffered for an hour, feeling so guilty like a bad mom.
Of
She goes,
course.
"What are you talking about?"
She didn't even
I was
think
like,
anything of it.
"I had you on the ground and I was choking the
Choking you.
life out of you." She goes, "Oh, please. It's nothing."
Which one was this?
The older one, Casey.
Oh. Okay, because it's usually
Yeah,
the other one. I gotcha.
yeah. Yeah, but
Oh,
she had a sharp
right.
tongue. She did have a sharp tongue.
Yeah, I'm sure. She probably needed a little choking out.
She did. There's been times as an adult I wanted to do it again,
I know, right?
but I'm
No,
afraid
I
that
feel
bitch could
sorry.
take me now.
Yeah. Listen, you had to go through that hell. Boys are much easier in the teenage years because it's really just about clothes and girls, and they don't care about me.
No, they don't care.
No.
Boys are easier on
So
some levels.
so yeah, here we go off on tangents. So yes, do not alienate your kids. Wait, do not tell that story
Yeah.
until they're older.
Yeah, wait until they're older, but eventually the truth comes out. It always
It
comes out.
does. It always does.
Yeah, yeah.
I love
All right,
revenge.
so I got one. This one is a good one. It seems the kids of today are much farther down the road than we were at their age. They know more, they show more, and they do more than I ever did. Is it okay to go through my teenager's phone if I'm genuinely worried about the direction they're heading, even if it seems like all the kids are heading that way? I don't want to break their trust, but at the same time, I want to know what my child is doing behind my back. I can't live with being the last one to know that my kid is involved in something they shouldn't be. Am I protecting my child or am I crossing a line?
You know my answer to this.
Yeah.
Oh, you
You're
go
it.
into that phone?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm the one that had a tracker on one of my kids' trucks.
Oh,
So, yeah, I
yeah.
fully believe that if you're concerned or you're worried, absolutely, you still have to protect that child just because things are different these days. I mean, you're right.
They
I
are
mean, what they know and what I knew are drastically different. I'm
totally
still
different.
learning things,
Yes.
on
Because
the
it's in their face with those phones. They
I
have such
know.
access that we never had.
No, I know. Are you kidding me? An
Yeah.
AI? I mean, I don't get the entire thing. It's like you don't have to study anymore. Answers are at your tip of your fingers.
Right.
It's
We're really
completely
just
different.
teaching our kids to memorize,
Yeah.
not grasp concepts,
Yes.
and that those phones, I think they're the downfall of
No,
our
Carol, I'm not gonna
children.
get into that story, but the predator and my granddaughter,
Yes.
absolutely. You have to be on top of
Yes.
these, I mean, obviously girls, everybody, you gotta be on top of it. You gotta
Sure.
know what's going on. So, yes.
I absolutely would not wanna be raising kids in today's climate.
No,
The
I don't
screen
either.
time, the accessibility to dark places that they shouldn't
Uh,
have, that they do.
I
And
agree.
they say the human brain cannot it does not have fully developed discernment until 16 and above, which means they can't process what they're hearing or seeing on their own. And before the age of 16, whatever's happening on those phones is really programming.
Yeah,
They're not making
yeah.
their own decisions. They're being told what to think. And I just would not want to have any part of that. I
No,
God bless the parents of today, because I'll tell you what,
it's a super
no.
hard job.
It's a
Super hard
super
job.
hard job. I mean,
I
when we
agree.
were kids, I had to come home at 5 o'clock when the streetlights came
That's the
on.
rule.
That was the rule. That was it. There was
Don't
no
no, here's what happened. I left the house in the morning and I was told, "Don't come home until it's dark."
see, you were told, "Don't come home until it's dark." Mine was I was told, "You better be home by the time it's dark."
Oh, okay, until yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's completely different. You could go out in the street and go through the woods and yeah, we were
Yeah.
just outdoor people and
Yeah,
go
there
play
was
outside.
no organized sports. I have to be travel baseball this day. I have to be at gymnastics that time. We have a competition. What co We got sent on the street with a
Yeah,
kickball and a
gymna
frisbee. It
I
was
know.
St. George versus Rachel. There was no organized anything. No one had any money. You had a bike. You're lucky if you wore shoes in the summer.
Oh, if you had a banana bike with the banana seat,
I had a
what?
banana. Yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
tassels on the handlebar?
Woo! Little
Oh,
streamers. Yeah.
God, I was so in. I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Except my
Um,
first bike had no brakes, so I'm not really
oh,
sure what my parents were trying to tell me there, but I had no brakes.
you put those sneakers to the ground.
With those sneakers, and then they yell at you for wearing out the heels. Well, buy me a
No.
bike with brakes, otherwise I'm gonna flip over the handlebars to get off it.
Oh my God, and you weren't even the 3rd child, you're the middle
No, I
child.
was the middle child. I was the rebel. I was the one that just didn't fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
All right.
this picture? It's Carol.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, so I have some hot or not questions, which obviously doesn't fit what we're talking about today. So I think it's more, am I a good mom or am I a bad mom? And when we
Okay.
say bad mom, we're bad moms, so you know
No.
what we're trying to say. We're
Yeah.
just
And no,
saying,
we're not saying they're a bad mom.
yeah, maybe not top tier in every situation.
We're not mother of the
Um,
year. Like, that's what I
yeah.
said. Next year might be your year. All right, let me hear.
All right. So, am I a bad mom because I threw away all of their artwork and then acted shocked when they asked me where it was?
No, you gotta throw it out. I mean, it piles up. Gotta get rid of it.
You know how big
No,
that pile would be with so
I
many kids,
know.
right?
No, seriously, throw it out. And here's another thing. Like, they used to say, "Why don't you put it on the refrigerator?" Like other moms. I'm like,
I used to do that.
"'Cause I don't like clutter." You know me and clutter. I don't like that. I don't want you to be, like, ruining my refrigerator with your artwort. Yeah,
But
no.
what if it made them feel good?
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna put it up in your room.
Okay.
Mommy loves it,
Yeah.
but we're gonna
I
put it up in your room so you can be
I
proud of
had
yourself.
each kid went to the same school, had the same teacher, and
So
they
the
all
same
made this, I don't know, 2 by 3 craypas. You remember craypas?
Yeah.
Craypa drawing, and the same time at the same age. And I kept all 3 of those. I have them framed and they hang in my house today. But besides that, I don't have one piece of
Yeah.
stupid spaghetti necklace artwork
No,
anywhere.
macaroni snowman? No.
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 But of course, when they brought him home, we were like, "Oh my god, you're gonna be the
I
next
know.
Van Gogh."
I know. But
Yeah.
no, I gave applause and then put them in a pile and then, once a week throw them out.
Yeah, okay. Have you pretended not to hear your child calling you
Yes,
every
I
day?
pretend not to hear my grandchildren calling me.
I still
No.
pretend not to hear my kids calling me.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah.
just zone it out.
It's called
I guess so good mom. We keep
yeah,
forgetting
good mom.
mom.
It's called
Okay.
sanity. Is hiding in the bathroom considered self-care?
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's where I eat, you know that.
I think the bathroom may have been one of the 2 rooms that actually had a lock on it.
Yes, you're right.
Yes, so go in there, lock
No.
yourself in, and we didn't have phones, so it's not like we sat there scrolling or anything. You
Right.
know, there was no internet. When I got
Yeah.
my first cell phone at 25, there was
Wow.
no internet, but I would go in there and read a book. Sometimes I'd
Read a
just
book.
sit on the floor and
Bathroom.
read a little bit.
I agree. So that's a good mom. Every mom needs to find a place. Sometimes if you have a walk-in pantry, that's perfect because the food's right there.
Yep. You can eat
Yeah.
while you're trying to disappear.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
sweet.
no, it's true.
Okay,
I
good mom.
agree. I
Oh
think,
my god, is
there's
there
a
gonna ever be a
saying
bad mom? Because we're like, "You can do that. You can do
yeah,
that."
there's a saying, "If mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy."
And that I say that all the time.
Yeah, so we do need to take sometimes it's just 5 minutes. You just need to put yourself on timeout for
Yep.
5 minutes, you know?
Yes.
All right. Did every mother secretly enjoy sending their kids back to school? 100%.
Okay. So you know how people hate Mondays? Mondays
Monday.
Mondays, I
They're
was back to
gone.
being Bren. I wasn't mom, I was
Yep.
Bren, back to work. I was like, "Yeah, the weekend."
Yeah.
I know. Oh, is that
Yeah.
bad?
Yeah.
It sounds
If it's
bad.
bad, then I'm the worst because I loved
Yeah.
when they went back to school.
Oh my god. You know
Yeah.
how many mothers right now are probably like, "Come on, school, summer be over."
Yeah. I remember a few times saying, "Why does school have to have a summer vacation? Can't they just go all year round?"
Right, just even if it's shorter.
Yeah, let's just get this done. Because then it interrupts your schedule, the camp, who's gonna babysit, I have to work. It's ridiculous.
I agree.
Yeah.
Good mom.
Good mom. Okay. This is a good one. Have you ever pretended to be asleep so your husband could handle the crying child?
Absolutely. Oh my
Absolutely.
gosh. Absolutely.
All the time.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember I was nursing my kids and I had the same job that their father had, and we both had to go to work at the same time. So when that baby would wake up at 2 in the morning to nurse, I would put the lights on, wake him up, and say, "Get up, your baby's nursing." I
And
might have been a bitch. I'm sorry, but I had the same job you had. Just
yeah,
because I'm nursing does not mean that you get to sleep through the night and I have to be a haggard bitch in the morning.
I agree. I agree, absolutely. Give them the
All right. Yeah.
I
We
had a lot
probably
of
need
help.
a guy on the show to give us another perspective because we're
Yeah.
like, yep.
Yep, do it.
Okay. Have you ever bought a birthday present on the way to the birthday party?
Oh my god, Carol, you know how terrible I was at that stuff.
Every
Cupcake?
time?
Oh, we're supposed to bring cupcakes this morning? Well, Publix. Present? We go on the way. Absolutely. And how many times have I given a 3-year-old like $40? Like, just give them cash. You know you're just paying for the cake at the party, whatever. Whatever. I'm a terrible. Yeah.
You know what I would do? When I saw Target or whoever had, or even ShopRite had a Barbie on sale, I would buy like 10 of them. Every girl in the class got the same Barbie.
Carol, this reminds me of this terrible mom story. The one time that I was trying to be like, the mom, because I'm terrible at that. The mom's group. So I had a Halloween party. Remember this in Palm City? And I was
Okay.
so excited for this Halloween party, and I think there were, like, 4 or 5, and I had this back pool table room, and I decorated the whole room with every kid that was coming a tombstone, and I'd make a rhyme,
Oh.
like for Jack, it was, Jake, "Here lies a boy named Jake. He died from a rattlesnake," and I would just, like, say the date, and it looks like a tomb. These mothers came in and looked around, they're like, "That is awful." I'm like, I thought
You
it was
said
really
it.
funny because they were really funny, epithets for their kid's tombstone. And these mothers were like,
Oh, they were
"That was
mortified.
that
Meantime,
was
these
funny."
kids are having nightmares because
No, they
Jake's waiting
didn't
for the
know it was the mother.
rattlesnake.
They Yeah, so I was out of, like, the mom group from then
Yeah.
on.
I
I took
never
out.
fit into a mom's group. It was like a witch's
No.
coven. I just
Yeah,
didn't fit in.
I
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck those women.
That's it, because
Yeah.
it was funny, and I put a lot of creative juices into those tombstones.
Here's another good one. Have you ever cleaned the house by shoving everything into one room and closing the door?
Always. Good
Always.
mom. I mean, what
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
doorbell rings, it's like, scatter everybody.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
like the Flash everywhere trying to pick everything up. Yeah. I remember when the kids' mom, they would call and they say, okay, we're on our way. We're going to bring so and so home. And I have packages from the party to bring in for him. Fuck! You're like running around trying to get everything thrown into a closet so
yeah,
they don't think that you're a lazy housewife.
I know, but
Yeah.
I mean, it was just too much to do. So, yeah, you throw it in the closet, so
Yeah.
easy, and I still
You know
kinda do
what?
it.
I think your parents had it right. One kid, one and
One and
done.
done.
Why do you need more than one kid?
You know what? I mean, looking back, you really don't.
You really don't. Like, we've done the research. One kid. You just need
I
to have
know.
one. That's
I
it.
know. That's what my mom always tells me now, not back then. She's like, "We had one perfect daughter, and that's all we needed." I'm like, "Ah."
Aw,
And yeah, it
that's so
wasn't great in
nice.
teenage years, but we're making up for it now.
Okay, last one. Have you ever laughed when your child fell and then quickly changed to concern?
Yes, all the time. Come on, that's funny.
100%. My kids to this day, anyone who falls around me, I'm gonna laugh my ass off because it's hysterical.
I agree,
Terrible.
absolutely.
Terrible. I can't help myself. But
Uh,
yeah,
Good stuff.
good
All
stuff.
right. Is that all our good mom, bad moms?
That's all the good mom, bad mom
All
questions.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess what we're trying to say today, it doesn't matter what stage of motherhood you're in,
Yeah.
the infants, teenagers, or you and I now taking care of elderly parents and we have adult children. I
Sure.
guess we're all just trying to figure it out. We make tons of mistakes along the way.
Right.
And just to, like, I love this word, give yourself grace. Have a little
Yes.
fun with that. Laugh
Yes.
at yourself because years later, they're alive, they're well. They blame us for
Right.
everything anyway.
Yeah. You're a goner anyway. It's all
Yeah,
your fault anyway.
if you let them go to therapy, but otherwise they'll be fine.
Yeah.
And just enjoy it.
Yeah. There's no perfect way to be a perfect mother because every kid is different. What works for your kid doesn't work for my kid, and what works for the first kid doesn't work for the second kid. So
Yeah,
how are you supposed to be able to figure this all out? And like in my opinion, if everybody's safe, everybody's fed, everybody's educated, and everyone has good morals, I did
that's it.
my job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so all to the mothers out there listening, give yourself a break. Like Bren said, just give yourself some grace. The kids are going to be fine as long as you're doing the best you can.
That's all we can
And
do.
then you'll get to laugh at them being parents when it's their time.
Yeah, it's the best. Whole other
Yeah,
conversation. Being a grandparent is the best. You sugar them
absolutely.
up, you send them home.
There you go.
That's
No
it.
responsibility.
None. That's it.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Great show. Good seeing you, my friend.
All right. See you soon.
Thanks for listening to Horrible Advice. Follow the show so you never miss an episode and share it with someone who could use a little terrible advice. You can watch us on YouTube and listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Until next time, remember, terrible advice never sounded so good.